After getting used to boat life in the Florida Keys the past few months, our time comes to cross the Gulfstream into the Bahamas. All that we have left to do is make a quick provision run and pick up our guests. There they are. I'm about to pick up Kayla and Eno. Eno was the one that filmed our sailing school, so yeah, he's here and his wife's here, so they're gonna cross the Gulfstream over the Bahamas with us, so really excited to have them aboard.
We're ready for this adventure.
You ready?
Heck
awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, let's put the hammer down, get 2,500 RPMs, let's roll. See if we go any faster.
What are we doing today?
Well, right now we have been just monitoring our tracks for our Gulfstream crossing. Right, and all we're doing is just marking the crab pots because we're going to be motoring out at night where we can't see, so I marked all the crab pots. I think we're good because we're in 180 feet now. Hopefully. Yeah. We got babysitters right now.
You can feed it.
For those of you who don't know, the Gulfstream is like a river in the ocean. Its current flows from south to north, and you have to cross it in order to get to the Bahamas from Florida. When it comes to crossing the Gulfstream, a good thing to look at is weather. You have to have a good weather window. Since the current flows from south to north, you do not want north wind, because when wind and current clash, it throws up some big wake. So you always want to check and make sure you have a good weather window. We left from Key Largo, anchored out at Angelfish Creek, so we had a good angle from there to Bimini. As you see right here, these are not conditions that you want to cross to the Bahamas in. It's always nice to have following seas and the wind at your back, or no wind at all.
We're going to put Chris up the mast to get him to check the VHF antenna to make sure everything's connected, and he's also going to just look at the lines and make sure there's nothing that's about ready to bust, since we're fixing to make a passage.
Can we do that?
By using...
Any last words, Chris?
Pull that up some.
Is there a... So, hold on, let's talk about this real quick so I can know what I'm doing. Okay? I get how I get you up. How do I let you down slowly? Just like we would the main sheet?
Yeah.
You remember in sailing school when I dropped the main on accident?
And what?
Do you remember that? I do. Do you remember that?
I remember that. It worked so well.
Yes, it came down really fast.
Don't worry, getting him down will be easy.
I know, that's what scares me. You go a lot faster. You should probably start in the stack pack, eh?
Yeah, keep going for a second.
Before I get you too high, can I practice letting you down?
thing I'm not afraid of heights. Do I hold up right here? Aha.
What?
Uh-oh.
Boom.
You really?
Yeah.
And they're looking at the computer, they're looking at everything, and it says it is transmitting because we got, we were saying yes, okay, transmitting's okay, receiving's okay, status, oh, okay, it says no error.
1 hour, 21 minutes, 57 seconds that I've been on the phone with Garmin customer support right now. They're doing a great job. The customer service is awesome. We've been trying to rack our brain. They're on the phone with the engineering department and just trying to figure something out. What was your highlight of 2019?
Manatees and dolphins and going to Universal for my birthday.
Ooh, yeah. Like that. What was your not so favorite thing?
Your low.
Your
high.
low.
What's your low?
Probably traveling like 8 or 9 hours to get here. That was annoying.
Which one?
The getting here in St. Pete. Driving from Arkansas to St. Pete.
Oh, the
Oh,
car.
And
yeah.
leaving Becca.
Yeah.
And leaving Becca.
And leaving all our friends.
Aw. You hear that, Becca? We miss you, Becca. I'm like the tears emoji that's like, and the blue lines going down. That's us right now.
I don't
We miss you.
I don't
Hi.
Sure.
oh no.
I already know what your low was. So.
What? What do you think my low is?
Day 2.
Day 2 sailing was
Oh.
definitely like PTSD worthy. Like
Yeah, that
I'm not
would be
making
my
light of
second.
PTSD.
Oh, that's,
like
yes.
for real.
Right.
And
That would
also
be my
like
second.
leaving my friends at home. Like I miss my girls.
Yeah.
Right here.
High is just being able to experience this. Even though it's no luxury 5-star endless hot showers, which that's probably something I miss the most. But just being able to experience this lifestyle and showing our girls this for whatever God has us on. So the people that like God has placed in our lives through this adventure is just like remarkable. Like we wouldn't be sitting here with like Kayla and Enno right now if it wasn't for like God.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have met Lynn and Todd if it wasn't for God. Like Chris and Jolene for not God. It's just so, that's another thing. Sorry, back to you, Chris.
Yeah,
But like
absolutely. Good.
that's definitely.
Good call. I would definitely say, yeah, the believers that God's put in our circle, near and afar, relationships that God rekindles. I have friends that I went to school with, one in particular that, is really, came along and, has gave us affirmations as we go and just is very reassuring. It's like, makes me think, okay, God's got us where he wants us. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And then I would say just being on this journey and learning new things, definitely can feel God growing us, growing me individually, learning stuff that I've never, putting me in situations that like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing and I figure it out, and just from the support, which wouldn't have that through God, learning and growing. Obviously being on the water and sailing is definitely awesome. So the low, I would say, would be, I try not to have a low. There are things that happen that, but they happen for a reason. And those lows, I don't even want to mention a low, because those lows are something that grows us and that we learn from.
Lame.
Sorry. I mean, when it gets really stressful on the boat and the kids are screaming and everybody's stressed and you get stressed and then we all get stressed and we're not communicating. There, I said.
Yeah, thank you. Be real, like.
But
Seat cushion.
but the thing
That was
is
not-
that's part of growth.
Yeah.
That's part of growth. So
It's part of growth, but still, it was definitely a low.
I would say, if you want a low, I would say figuring out this damn AIS
Really?
situation. Yeah.
This overnight too?
What's your
Wow.
language?
And now you need the band-aid.
This cookie
New Year's Eve cookies.
is definitely a high.
This one's like spread out.
Yeah.
The worst part about fireworks is so loud.
That one.
This one, that
We thought it was the finale.
Our finale is their beginning.
True.
Oh, that was pretty.
they're getting louder.
It's 3 a.m. and time to leave. Time to load it up. Let's see, it is 5 a.m. right now, and we are at 69 degrees course over ground, just past all the crab pots, so we're heading straight towards Bimini right now.
We are?
What?
A lot of current.
Galaxy what?
Yeah, I like to see
So here's our course over ground factored in with the current. Now that's our heading hold. Need to be bearing 69 degrees. So we're right around there. A lot of stars out tonight, or this morning. Alright, so a little rocky. Got a 87 degree heading on autopilot, and we are bearing that. We should be going 69 degrees, so we're on a good heading. Going 7.5 knots, and we got about a 2 to 3 knot current. Yeah, Maggie totally blends in with the red light. Covers, and like if you can't, like on the video on the GoPro, you can't really hardly see her because you got the blanket, the pillow, and her. She is totally camoed in.
Can't tell the difference between me and Maggie, is that what you're saying?
Nah, that's fine. What a way to start the new year.
It's getting lighter outside too.
Yeah, it's getting a little lighter. It looks, well, that's got to be
It's still
Miami.
out in Miami.
We are going north, I think, yeah. Well, no, we're going east, yeah. And the sun should be coming up over there somewhere. Which way are we going?
That way.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't know. I just know it's
6:21. 41.5 miles to go. Shows arrival time's 11:43. Oh man, don't even know what depth it is.
and that's the way that I like it.
The sun is coming up.
Starting to see some things. And it also feels like it's simmering down a little bit, or we're getting used to it. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm used to like the shakes and the rattles now
Yeah.
and the wave pattern, or if it's kind of simmering down just a little bit. It does feel a tad calmer than when we stayed 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it feels great. Motoring along using that fuel.
Oh yeah, and I don't mind one bit. That's what we have engines for. And I couldn't imagine trying to deal with sails in the Gulfstream at night with the current. It's just so many variables. I'm just not at that level yet, I don't think.
Yeah. Once they're up, they're up. But hey, you know, I'm fine with motoring along right now. Especially the angle of the wind right now.
It's not horrible.
It's too much of the wind.
Where the waves aren't like slamming and bashing into the boat like they were that second night. Like,
Right.
the sounds aren't near as jarring. So
Harry started picking up books and throwing them hastily into the stream. Critically evoking
all right, it is 7:30. We have 33 miles till our destination. We are going 7.5 to 8. We saw 8.5 knots a minute ago. And don't pay attention to the depth because I don't even know what it is. It's better that way. And we're in a 3.5 to 4.5 knots of current and around 15 knots of wind average, I would say. And it's a little rolly, but it's not as choppy, so that's good. And with our angle, it's not just bashing the side of our boat. Anxiety is a little, like I try not to think about it, like this is our boat, this is what it's made for. Like we're doing this and we're in it at this point. So, but I mean the waves are like, I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, so that's what's going on. So that is the 7:30 spot. But not miserable, but still just new. It's a new experience. So,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Our guests, our friends have laid down and I think they're feeling a little, so hopefully just laying down and relaxing will help with that. And it shows right now that we're going to be there at around 11:30, so our time is good. And probably once we get out of the Gulfstream, that'll go up some, but our comfortability should also go up some.
We just saw 4.5 knots of current.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what's going down.
Hey, unless somebody is feeling better, she's out and about, feel a little bit better. Alright, cool. She didn't get sick, so that's good. And we're trucking along. Definitely got some, what do you think of these waves?
They're not as bad as it was earlier.
Alright, well that's good. How many miles do we have to go?
We're not doing an update right now. We got 30 minutes before our update.
Oh, okay, I was saying that we're playing I Spy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mahi!
Yeah.
Mahi, he's out, he came out of the water.
I got one.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, wow!
It's all right. We're going to have fish tonight, girl.
It's coming my way. Yep, it's coming my way.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
See him in the water there.
He's tired.
Easy, don't get cocky, filter.
Oh my gosh. Hey, bring that GoPro over here. Oh, they flop it too. They flop a lot.
I think this family is very excited for their first little mahi. I know, we only catch mackerel and barracuda. Don't say bad words, I know.
It's not going to fit in the ice chest.
Get us back on track. Oh man. That was so awesome. That was teamwork right there, you know. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Lord.
This girl right here, though.
But the driving. Inches fork length, and the end about 45. What a great way to start 2020. We caught a mahi and we made it across to the Bahamas and now are in international waters. Now, time for me to check us into the country to begin our Bahamian adventure. See you guys next time.
Sing your song. Ava, sing a song.
Yep.
Lola first.
Oh, sing your Bahamas song.
No, the best.